Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm super excited for today's video, and by the title of this video you all know that I'm doing a tag, and this is a special video because myself and two of my other friends here on YouTube, we came up with this tag. We just thought it would be super cool to do an eyeshadow tag. We haven't seen a tag done like that here on YouTube, and we all three love eyeshadows so much, so we thought that this tag would be really fitting. The other two girls, or my other two friends that worked on this tag video with me, we all did it together. Tara Michelle from War Paint with Tara and Candice with Fancy That with Candice. I feel like they both deserve so many more subscribers than what they have. I know that a lot of you guys probably already follow them because I've done some collab videos with them in the past. But if not, definitely be sure to check out their Eyeshadow Junkie TAG videos that I'm going to have linked down in the description box. They are both super sweet and just amazing people, so definitely go and check them out. Candice is just always so upbeat and cheerful, and Tara is just super down to earth and funny, so definitely go and check them out. But yeah, like I said, we all three decided to come up with this tag, and we each came up with different questions for the tag. I'm just going to already say in advance that I tag all of you guys to do this tag video, and if you have a beauty channel that maybe I don't know about, let me know down in the comments. And if you do decide to do this tag, be sure to leave the link to the video that you do down in the comments here on this video, so I will see them and so I can go and check out your videos. So you will see a trend with my answers to the questions. A lot of my answers are going to be drugstore products because most of my eyeshadows that I use on a regular basis are drugstore, and those are the ones that I really love. So yeah, I'm just going to give you a forewarning on that. If you have been a subscriber of mine for a while, or if you watch a lot of my tutorials, this probably won't come as any surprise, but my favorite drugstore line of eyeshadows is by far Wet n Wild. I think Wet n Wild just has amazing eyeshadows. They're so pigmented. There's just so many different eyeshadow colors. Like, you have a lot of neutrals with the trios. You also have great colored eyeshadow palettes with Wet n Wild, and like I said, they're just so pigmented, super affordable, so you cannot go wrong with them. I have a lot of tutorials with these eyeshadows, so I will link those tutorials down in the description box. Unfortunately, I don't have my favorite eyeshadow primer on me right now. I ran out of it recently. Every time I go to the drugstore to pick it up, I can never find it. Like, it's always sold out. But it's the Maybelline eyeshadow primer. That eyeshadow primer is amazing. Like, it will keep your eyeshadows lasting all day long without fading. And it will also keep your eyeshadows from creasing. So if you are looking for an amazing drugstore eyeshadow primer, I highly recommend that one. I think it is better than a lot of high-end eyeshadow primers, or at least it's at least just as good as the high-end eyeshadow primers that I have used. Back whenever I was in middle school, when I first started wearing makeup, this was the first eyeshadow palette that my mom ever bought me. I'm pretty sure I didn't buy it with my own money because I wasn't working. But it was this CoverGirl little trio in Shimmering Sands. And I feel like a lot of people, this was probably their first little eyeshadow trio palette. With some of the CoverGirl eyeshadow trios, they're kind of hit or miss, but this is a great one. All the colors in here, though, are all shimmery, but they are just so pretty and really pigmented. Great for like a beginner or someone that is just like new to makeup or just getting into makeup. So yeah, this is a great little trio. It just brings back so many memories from whenever I was in middle school and high school. I just used the heck out of this eyeshadow little trio thing. I don't still use this, not because it's not good, but I ran out of this a while back and I just never went back out to repurchase it because I have a ton of eyeshadows and eyeshadow palettes. But whenever we came up with the questions to this tag, I went out and repurchased it so I could show it to you guys, and I definitely want to use this a little more. Maybe I can film an eyeshadow tutorial on this, so if that is something that you would like to see a tutorial done on this, let me know down in the comments, and I will definitely film a little tutorial on this eyeshadow palette. I have 4 different dupes that I want to share with you guys. I feel like my tag video is going to be really long, so I'm sorry if it is. I just am really excited about this video today, and I feel like I'm going to ramble on and on. My first eyeshadow dupe is in the CoverGirl Shimmering Sands. That first shade in this palette, that highlight shade, is a dupe for a MAC eyeshadow in the color Floof. So as you can see, like side by side, they look really similar, and I'll just go ahead and swatch them for you and show you them side by side. So this one here on the middle finger is Floof, and this is the one in Shimmering Sands. So you can see that they're really similar. This one here from the Shimmering Sands palette is a little more shimmery, like it has a little more shimmer to it than Floof. But once you get them on your eyelids or on your eye, like highlight or whatever, honestly, you can't even tell a difference. So that is my first dupe. My second dupe is another MAC eyeshadow, and it's a dupe for MAC Satin Taupe. And it is a single eyeshadow from Wet n Wild, and this is in the color Nutty. I depotted this so I could put it like in a empty MAC palette. But yeah, this is a dupe. These are dupes for each other. So as you can see, Satin Taupe is slightly darker than Nutty, but honestly, it's just like that color Floof and the CoverGirl eyeshadow. Once you get them on your lids, you really can't tell much of a difference. And here they are side by side. This one is Nutty and this is Satin Taupe. Hopefully my camera is in focus. My next 2 dupes are from the Urban Decay Naked palette, and the first one is a dupe for Sin, which Sin is this color here, and the dupe is in the Walking on Eggshells eyeshadow trio, and this bottom color here is a dupe for Sin. So I'll just go ahead and swatch those so you can see. So this one up top is Sin, and this one down here is the Wet n Wild. So you can see that they are slightly different, but they are really, really close dupes. My last dupe is Smog, which is in the original Urban Decay Naked palette. And the dupe is in the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette. This third eyeshadow down, I feel like I'm holding these all weird. So this one is Smog, and then this is from the Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette. I had a really hard time coming up with the answer to this question. I don't know, because I feel like a lot of the eyeshadow palettes that I like, or a lot of the eyeshadows I like, are known eyeshadows and eyeshadow palettes. But one of the things that came to mind that most people wouldn't think to use as eyeshadows, but I feel is amazing. So I guess maybe I might be cheating a little bit, but I feel like this is underrated when it comes to eyeshadows, is the Milani Brow Fix Brow Kit. And I know I need to pick up a new one. You guys told me in my last video that I posted where I used this, but I haven't been able to find this at the store. It's just like the Milani eyeshadow primer. Every time I go, it's sold out. So yeah. But this, not only is this amazing for eyebrows, but this is also amazing for eyeshadow. And I feel like a lot of people don't really talk about this for eyeshadow. So this is underrated in my eyes. The eyeshadows in here, and this are the colors in here, which the one that I have is in light. This is like, which it's just about gone. It's like a medium, like taupey brown, and then you have just like a darker brown here. These are great transitional colors, and at the drugstore it is really hard to find good transitional shades. So these are great for that, and they are super pigmented. And then the highlight shade that comes in this little kit is such a beautiful highlight. It is one of my favorite highlight colors from the drugstore. Like, just to show you here on my finger, hopefully you can tell how pigmented it is. I probably won't be able to swatch that middle shade very good because it's just about out. But just to show you the bottom color. So there's the bottom one. And honestly, this color here, the one that's out in the Milani Brow Fix Brow Kit, is very similar to Naked in the original Urban Decay Naked palette. So yeah. But this is my Underrated Eyeshadow Palette. I had a really hard time narrowing this down, so I narrowed it down to two. And my two absolute favorite single eyeshadows are the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadows in the color Ice Latte and Amber Rush. I think both of these colors are super beautiful. If you've never used the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadows, you need to go and pick at least these two up. They are super pigmented. You don't even have to use a brush to apply them. You can use your finger, and honestly, I like the results of just using my finger better than a brush. Like, I feel like it goes down more opaque. But just to show you, Amber Rush is just a really pretty, like, rose gold color. And then Ice Latte is a really pretty champagne color. So here are those two. Like, they are just so metallic and super beautiful. And they're so pigmented. So that is Ice Latte, and this is Amber Rush. This was another category where it was hard for me to narrow it down. So I have three favorites. But my three favorites, two of them are Maybelline. Wow, I just completely threw that. I get super excited sometimes whenever I film videos, and if I have things in my hands, I just throw them. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. But they're both Maybelline color tattoos. This one here is in Bad to the Bronze, and then this one is in Inked in Pink. So I'll just go ahead and swatch these. This one down here is Bad to the Bronze, and this is Inked in Pink. And if you've never used Maybelline color tattoos before, like, once you get those on your eyelids, they are not going anywhere. Like, they do not crease. They will last all day until you take your makeup off. Like, I know with Bad to the Bronze, I've actually, like, had that on before whenever I went to bed, like, forgot to wash my face. And then in the morning, whenever I woke up, it was still on my eyelids. So those things are seriously no joke. Like, they really do last for 24 hours. And then another one of my favorite cream eyeshadows is the CoverGirl Bombshell Shine Shadow in the color Copper Fling. It's kind of similar to Amber Rush a little bit, but it is a little darker than Amber Rush. And I'm telling you, like, a little bit of this product goes a really long way. And just like the Maybelline color tattoos, these last on your eyelids for a really long time and they don't crease. I know a lot of times whenever you see, like, cream eyeshadows in tubes like this, they don't usually last on your eyelids for a long time and they usually have problems creasing. But these CoverGirl Bombshell Shine Shadows, I don't have any issues with them creasing. I have so many eyeshadows, especially neutral eyeshadows, that are my favorite. But if I had to just pick one color, like, if I could only use one eyeshadow, like neutral eyeshadow for the rest of my life, this is the color I would pick. And I already mentioned it, but it's the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow in the color Amber Rush. This is one of those colors that you can just use on its own and it looks super stunning. So yeah, this is just my favorite neutral eyeshadow. I know that this eyeshadow is probably going to be a little difficult for some of you guys to find if you live in the US. If you live over in the European countries, I don't think it will be an issue to find this eyeshadow. And I got this eyeshadow in a makeup swap, but it is the MUA single eyeshadow in the color Shade 9, and it's a pearl, like the Shade 9 pearl. And this is such a beautiful purple. It's like a bluey, like pinky purple. It's like when the light hits it in certain angles, like it kind of changes color. But it is just super stunning on on the eyelids. I know that on camera it's not even going to do it justice, but it looks almost glowy, like it glows. It's just such a beautiful color. If I can find this shade here in the US, like a website that you can buy it, I will link it down in the description box. I debated on whether I wanted to even share this eyeshadow because I know it's going to be hard to find, but it is a stunning purple shade. I did an eyeshadow tutorial with this a while ago. It's kind of an odor tutorial, but I will link it down below so you can see what this color looks like on the lids, but it's just so pretty. So this is definitely my favorite colored eyeshadow that I own. If I could only use one palette for the rest of my life, this is the palette I would pick. But it is my original Urban Decay Naked palette. And I know that's probably a boring answer, and you guys are probably sick of people saying that this is like their favorite palette ever. But it just truly is one of those classic palettes that you can create so many different looks with. It just has beautiful eyeshadow colors, like beautiful neutral eyeshadow colors. So yeah, this would definitely be my favorite eyeshadow palette ever. So I hope that you all found this tag video really exciting and different. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up or share it with your friends. And like I said at the beginning of the video, if you have a YouTube channel, I tag you to do this video. I will also tag some specific people down in the description box. So just expand that so you can see if I tagged you. And if you do this tag, like I said in the intro, link your video down in my comments so I will see it and watch it. But yeah, be sure to check out Tara's tag video and Candice's. I will link them down in the description box. Also, I totally forgot to mention, but today is Tara's birthday, so happy birthday, Tara. Be sure to go and wish her a happy birthday on her video, on her Eyeshadow Junkie tag video. But yeah, happy birthday, Tara. And I will see you all in my next video, and I hope that you guys have an awesome day. Bye-bye, guys. Mwah.